Yeah, yippee, yay, yow. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom. I am broadcasting live and solo. And I guess my computer is using the correct mic. Great. Why is there ad music going on behind me? No, thank you, computer. Okay, so bear with me while I figure out all the ways in which I am derailing this video, this live stream. Like I said, it is a live stream. Ryan has left me flying solo, left me hanging. He's doing the schmoopy time. Fuck him and his schmoopy time, to be quite honest. But whatever. He'll probably chime in later. Anyways, yes, I am Tom. I am a fantasy sports addict. Tonight I am here hanging out, watching the New Orleans Pelicans, Oklahoma City Thunder game. Anthony Davis is sitting out yet again. Anthony Davis has now missed, 4-something games. So basically roughly a quarter or a third of the Pelican season thus far. And as a owner of Anthony Davis myself, I'm starting to get a little irritated because, this guy just seems, I understand he's young and, they're being cautious with him, but he is just always seeming to be injured. It's like he misses every other game or something. Maybe it's not quite that bad, but so I'm starting to get a little irritated with the whole Anthony Davis missing a game here and there, every other game, every 3 games. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, you just kind of put up with it and live with it, I guess, if you're a Anthony Davis owner. So I do have the broadcast window open. I can go to anything we're doing live. Hopefully we have Bronson joining us shortly. I can also open the chat window. Not the chat window, but the YouTube page. And I can type. I am now typing there. Yeah. But anyways, flying solo tonight for this meeting. Normally we would have a spiel here, but we're still trying to figure out the whole, meeting format, meeting theme. And normally it would be like an AA meeting, like, okay, blah, blah, blah. If you've had a drink in 10 days or a day, you can't be here, or you can't talk, whatever. We're not going to bore everybody with that formal shit right now. I will bore you. I'm going to come up with the top 10 reasons that I'm going to kick Ryan's ass, I think. It's probably been a long time coming, and I may not actually physically injure him, but I will attempt to injure him. I think I've got a few reasons that I might have to kick Ryan's ass. So I'll give you at least 5 of those, 5 of 10 tonight. How about that? Just for conversation's sake. Hopefully we got Bronson again chiming in soon. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, let's have a little update situation. We had, not maybe the most productive weekend ever, but we got a fair amount of work done. We got a couple videos up. Hopefully they were useful for you guys. We started doing the Q&A. Q&A has been good to us. People wanted it a little more prominently featured. So that's why we started doing actual separate videos. And now that we're doing videos, it seems like we got people that want to talk Q&A. We got a little more question action. We'll take the question action, the question crack, any way we can get it. But the Q&A video, you guys have already hit us with probably more questions than we can even answer in one video. That's a good way to start the week. We'll get to as many of your questions as we can, of course, in these videos. We got Ryan Bird saying, turn on your lights, please. Kiss my ass, Ryan. Yeah, how about that? See, I'm typing that now. Kiss my ass, Ryan. Ryan's watching the live stream. Howdy, Ryan. Go home and die, ass clown, leaving me fucking here. I ain't turning on my lights. I'm sitting in the dark because I got the game on, and I just too much light. If we were on set, it'd be a different story, but you got ghost silhouette me. That's all you got. You got my voice. Pretend it's a podcast. I don't know what else to say. Maybe if Bronson chimes in, it'll get better. Early part of the week. I don't know what else we can talk about to start off this meeting. It's nice to have a co-host to bounce ideas off of, also prepare for a show. We didn't have that today. I was at an old folks home watching an old person drool on themselves. So that was why we don't have much prepared. And I guess Ryan is line dancing, whatever that means. We'll have to get an update on that perhaps when he's back. Ryan, do break a leg while you're out there dancing. Seriously, do break a leg, you know. Oh, hey, here we go. Here's some news. Jake Arrieta won the Cy Young for the National League. Ryan and I called that. He's the fantasy Cy Young this year. We talked about that. Baseball was good to us. Hopefully baseball was good to you guys. I am still trying to generate discussion here, so bear with me because I was not prepared to do this solo. I don't know if anybody else besides Ryan's watching. Bronson, if you're watching, say hi. Somebody say hi for the love of God. Give me something to talk about. Tell me how your week's going. Charkandrick West. Hopefully you got him. We don't. We missed the waiver claim by $200 in our Writers League. Oops. But yeah, this football season just keeps getting worse for me. I don't know how I ended up with so many shares of Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy's not even a guy I like. He's not even a guy I like targeted intentionally. I ended up with probably 3 or 4 Eddie Lacy's on, 8 teams or something like that. Way more Eddie Lacy than I expected. But he might as well be out for the year, right? I've seen a lot of these other running backs go down and get fucked over and fucked out a window. Eddie Lacy, add him to the list of fucking you right out the fucking fantasy window. Oh, did I set my hockey teams today? I can't even talk at this meeting if I didn't set my hockey teams, gang. Oh, nope, I didn't. I've already left the goal. And yep. Okay. So I can't even host a fantasy addicts meeting solo. Ryan leaves me solo to host this, but I can't even host because I didn't set my hockey teams today. That's how this is tragic. And there's literally no one watching. So I don't know. If anybody is watching, I'll just stay live for a while. If anybody wants to chime in with some questions or talk about how your basketball teams are doing, I'm happy to stick around and answer questions. I'm just going to look at my teams. We got a lot of games going. It's Wednesday. I got 3 dynasty teams I'm specifically interested in here. I've got a couple of trade offers lurking out there. And wow, really? How did this happen? I didn't even apparently set this team. This is one of those bad fantasy days. I think we've all had them where your lineup's half set, partially set. You don't even know if you set it, but you're looking and you're like, did I leave that on the bench or did I just not set my team? Bad fantasy day. We might have to do that. We might have to do a video about that. Although we're going to be a little short on videos for a while. That's why I'm a little disappointed Ryan didn't take this live broadcast a little more seriously, because we are going to be quite light on the videos. We have the camera being sent back to Japan, to Nikon, for them to figure out why it won't expose properly. But I'm going to soldier through. Hey, here's something I like. Let's talk about good things instead of sad things. All right. One of the guys Ryan and I talked about, probably our earliest pickup of the season, we were talking about TJ McConnell. He's looking nice tonight. I mean, no free throws so far. I can live with that, though, because percentage might not be good. But shooting about 78% with 16 points, couple three-pointers, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, the turnovers, if you're in an ESPN league, that won't matter, but that's nice little, again, for a pickup, that's nice. My boy, my buddy, my good friend, dear friend, yeah, like, right, like I know the guy. I've drafted him many times. My buddy, Karl Anthony Towns, 17-9 so far tonight. A couple minutes left to play. 3 blocks. Should be a double-double and 3 blocks. That's not bad. I hope everybody got a little Karl Anthony Towns this year. There's not a lot of rookies that come along that you have to own. He was one of those guys. So hopefully you got a little Karl Anthony Towns in you. I don't know. We all need a little Karl Anthony Towns. I'm happy to say that I own a lot of Karl Anthony Towns. DeMarcus Cousins. He's doing DeMarcus Cousins so far right now. Shooting below 50%. And a lot of points, not a lot of rebounds. A couple of good turnovers here already. Yay, Boogie. I own a lot of DeMarcus Cousins. If you play leagues without turnovers, he's a great player to have. But if you play leagues with turnovers, not a DeMarcus Cousins situation probably. All right, I'm just going to keep checking the comments here. Yes, I am going to answer some questions that have already been asked, I guess, since, you know, I have all these resources to just pull open windows and I don't have other things going on like trying to run a camera. And okay, yes. All right. Enough of my bitching. I'm going to go find some YouTube questions that we've already gotten. See if I can answer those live. Why not? Yeah. Okay, here is our channel. And of course, going to, I don't know where this stuff is. Community section. Yay! Community. All right, comments. So, comments, questions, question crack. I'm going to try to get to some of those here in just a second. This is a tragic solo broadcast. I'm going to keep this short as shit because nobody really wants to see the sadness of a solo broadcast. Except it's now happening. Rot gut, that's what it says. Rot gut whiskey. Like in an old Looney Tunes commercial. Or not commercial, cartoon. Wow. I'm watching a commercial in the middle of this game. It's a weird one. It's animated too. So I'm thinking Looney Tunes. Speaking of Looney Tunes, let's just get nuts. Let's go, you wascally wabbits. Whoa. 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 All right. Oh. Yeah. I think I remember why I quit drinking in the first place. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, let's talk about fantasy basketball stuff right now. Okay. Wah, wah, wah. JT, James Thomas Waugh, was offered Goran Dragic for Reggie Jackson straight up. He already has Eric Bledsoe and Kyle Lowry as guards. Ryan answered that question, but it's pretty non-thought provoking. It's hang on to Reggie. They're two different guards. Dragic will get you probably good scoring and percentages. I like Goran Dragic more than Ryan does. Ryan's really angry about the whole Suns fallout, and he asked for a trade and all that. But I mean, again, we can't be biased. We can't play Homer all the time. So Dragic, I still like, but not for Reggie, just because Reggie, depending on your team, is a different kind of point guard. Reggie's still got probably a little more upside too, just in a different way. we haven't seen everything I think we can expect to see from Reggie yet. So I'm still hanging on to Reggie, but if you can get Dragic without Reggie, I might get all four. That'd be an interesting all four guards, right? Dragic, Reggie, Bledsoe, and Lowry. Now, all right, Dragic, to be fair, Dragic probably fits his other guards a little bit better. Just they're not necessarily assist first guards, but that is a reason to keep Reggie, make up for the assists. Somebody managed to grab Fournier. He's pretty stoked. He made a trade. He got rid of Rondo and Marcus Morris and got Marcin Gortat. He was happy to trade Rondo because of the percentages. Same thing with Marcus. He wonders what we thought of it. Well, Ryan basically said that he didn't like Marcus Morris, and we don't like Marcus Morris. Yeah, that's a good trade. Again, for a well-rounded team where you don't want point guards that drain your percentages, you don't want players that drain your percentages all day. Go for somebody like Gortat. Gortat's probably underperforming just a little bit early on, but he'll come around. He'll come around. All right. Hey, guys, I am in a head-to-head league. 10 teams, 13 players in each team. Standard 8 categories, ESPN. Also turnovers, double-doubles. Okay. Wondering what your opinion on Robin Lopez, Al-Farouq Aminu, and Julius Randle is. Team is off to a rocky start. Feel I got to change something up. He wants to know if he should drop Randle for Will Barton. And yes, Will Barton, you drop or you add for Julius Randle, I think. Will Barton for Randle, I like that. Although Randle will probably come around as the season does. You hang on to Aminu. Lopez, he'll pick it up. But Randle, you can be flexible with. So that would be my – Ryan answered this question. Again, good move, stay aggressive, blah, blah, blah. We do advocate staying aggressive. We do advocate that. And I've actually done an okay job with that this season. I'm happy with myself. Our buddy Joe here, he's recommending a few other buy low guys he's taken advantage of. He got Monte Ellis and Zach Randolph pretty cheap. And he basically got those two players for Jared Sullinger, cashing in on Jared Sullinger. So that's what Joe does. Joe's been in our leagues, I don't know, 8 years now. Joe's been in our leagues a long time. But this is like classic Joe move, okay? You got some kind of young, attractive dynasty-type piece doing mostly well, good enough that there's a little discussion. And you turn it around for somebody who's like, I don't know about my team. They're not sold on their veterans. He just gets these veteran, like, you guys. He gets the ew. He's got the classic ew team. Like, ooh. And he wins. He wins. He won my baseball league this year with it. Usually performs quite well with that same strategy in almost any league we do. He just buys low on guys. So if actually Joe just needs to do like his own buy low podcast, the Joe buy low hour. I think that's what our buddy Joe Meyer needs to do. Now, hopefully he gets his trophy. He actually, like I said, he won my Dynasty Baseball League this year. Nathan won Ryan's Dynasty Baseball. We both finally got those trophies in the mail this week. So hopefully Joe and Nathan get their trophies. It's the first time we've ever done trophies for our leagues. Again, hopefully they survive mailing. They weren't UPS. We didn't insure them. Just, let us know when you get the trophies, Joe and Nathan, because, man, I really hope they don't show up in a pile of rubble. One other question we have here. Oh, these are good. These are actually – we got two more good questions here. This is great. We got a lot of questions here. Thank you, everyone, for questions. Send us more, please. We'd like to answer as many questions as we can. All right, you know what I need to do real quick? All right. Ryan's at the bar, one more shot, and he's telling me he's going to dance. Dance yourself all the fuck over this and this and this. and this one and that one too, Ryan. Just break a fucking leg, asshole. That's Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous for you. That's how me and Ryan feel about each other. Yep. Fuck you, Ryan. Yeah. Anyways, back to the questions. Sorry, I got distracted by flipping off my partner here. How about Manu Ginobili? Obviously, is he a good ad this week? I don't know what Ryan said. Oh yeah, okay. So this guy's in an 18 team league. Manu is an 18 team option, not the worst, I guess. Manu in a 12 team standard or 10 standard. No, I don't think Manu's a guy, especially with he's got some sort of, I don't know what the injury is. I think he's sitting out 1 or 2, but Manu's not a guy I love. If it's a really deep league though, Manu can't hurt all that. I mean, I don't know, he can't hurt you. All right, Mitchell wants to know what's going on with Monte Ellis, Gordon Hayward, Goran Dragic. Are they buy low right now? Monte Ellis, I don't know how much I'd put into Monte Ellis. I mean, if you can get him for like just dirt cheap or like, I mean, I don't know. He's not a guy I'm going after, but if you can get him dirt cheap, I guess. Gordon Hayward, of all the 3 names, Monte Ellis, Gordon Hayward, Goran Dragic. Gordon Hayward, if you can get him on the cheap, yes, all day, every day. Gordon Hayward, cheap, especially if somebody's like, how did I end up with this? And it was like an auto draft team. Go for Gordon Hayward. Goran Dragic, you can buy low, and I think you can expect. I mean, he got drafted late. He was somehow late in the drafts, and I don't know why. But Goran Dragic, you can probably. I mean, he's probably the easiest buy low. Hayward, I don't know if somebody gives up. Yeah, I mean, all right. So Ryan's talking about maybe Rodney Hood and Alec Burks are siphoning points off of Gordon Hayward. And yes, probably initially. But I think most teams are sort of sorting out their lineups and figuring out what's going on right now. So Utah is just seeing what kind of run they have with those players. And obviously they know they can rely on Burks. Hayward, they know for a fact they can rely on. So his job's safe. There's not like any question about Hayward going forward. They're just going to probably wait to turn him loose. Maybe he gets traded and gets turned loose elsewhere. Maybe he stays there and they turn him loose. Hayward will play. Hayward will put up the value that he is ranked for. I believe that entirely. And actually, now I hate to say it, I got to go look in our dynasty leagues. Can I get Gordon Hayward twice? Anybody who knows me in our dynasty leagues, I like to do the same thing twice. Most of my dynasty teams are like identical. I call that clone teams. And we call that clone teams. We say Tom has the clone team sickness. And my sickness is literally that I have to have basically the same team in every dynasty league. It takes a lot of work to do that. It's not easy. It actually is ridiculously difficult for other managers to trade with. But I like it. It's my clone teams. I do that for a reason. It makes it easy, especially in a dynasty league. You always know what player you have in a dynasty situation. And I've noticed other people start to pick up on it. They start to have similar players in multiple leagues. And it's just easier to, I don't know. I like my clone teams. I don't know. Anyways, now we've mentioned Gordon Hayward as a buy low. I do have a little bit of a probably a bit of a low ball. I don't know if somebody's given up Gordon Hayward for Will Barton, but just thinking out loud here, now you kind of got my yeah. Maybe I got to go after Gordon Hayward. I don't. Maybe that's what we do tonight. Normally we do mock drafts or silly things. Maybe I'll just show you sending stupid trades in our dynasty leagues. I don't know what else to do here. Again, I'm flying solo. I got no Ryan. Ryan ain't here. He's line dancing, and I literally actually hope he breaks a leg, an actual leg, and just snaps off, flies off into space or something. Seriously, Ryan, asshole. You're leaving me solo. I can't even answer questions and chat at the same time because I don't even know who's here asking questions. Is there anyone here watching this? Am I just literally talking to an empty fucking camera? I feel like Robert Tragic. Anyways, Robert De Niro tells the guy on the other end he's dead. I'm talking to an empty telephone. The other man on the end of this is dead. I don't know, some shit like that. Robert De Niro, yay. And these hangouts already crapping out. Son of a whore. Fucked out the window. It's because I'm trying to chat and switch windows and talk to a camera at the same time. God damn fucking damn. If you are watching this and you're not Ryan, send me a I can say hi to you and answer some questions. Fucking damn it. My network connection is experiencing difficulties. Check your connectivity. Yes, I better check myself. I'm checking myself, checking my connection before I wreck my connection. God, motherfucking damn it. Why are there always technical problems? Can any live stream go well? Ay. This is really possibly one of the most pointless live streams we ever did. Yeah, all right. So I answered questions. I don't know what else to do. Let's talk about the game that's on. Okay, the game's not on. We got a Krampus Christmas commercial or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. If you're like me, you don't celebrate holidays. You don't see holiday movies. Why? I mean, I don't need to see any of that. You know what I do on holidays? I watch sports. That's what I like. I like basketball on Christmas, and I like football on Thanksgiving. I don't even like football, but I like football on Thanksgiving. If that makes sense, well, you're probably a fantasy sports addict. So chatting, chitty chat, hola. No one's saying anything, so I might just even wrap this up. I've been going 40 minutes now. Nobody's here. This is fucking tragic. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'd just do like a sadness mock draft. I'm sad, so I mock drafted. I can't help it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought for sure Bronson would be here. Where you at, babe? Where you going, Bronson? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe Base Bronson went to bed. He does have a East Coast lifestyle. Yep. All right. Ryan will be line dancing all evening. And I'm going to be not line dancing any evening. You know what cowboys do? You know what real cowboys do? They don't line dance because line dancing is for hipsters. Cowboys drink rot gut whiskey. Yep, Ryan, and your line dancing, your hipster Scottsdale line dancing. Really? Just leave me fly solo. Nobody's even watching this thing. Who's going to be here to say, man, you shouldn't drink that much whiskey? There's no one here to say it. So, cheers. Oh, that's that goes down smooth. Yeah, about as smooth as bleach. Yep. That's how this live chat's gonna go. I'm just gonna drink this bottle of whiskey and probably fall over napping. And the video will go dark, but it won't end because I'll actually still be here live broadcasting darkness, something of that nature. Should be a great night. I don't know why you'd want to miss that. I mean, we got OKC blowing fucking New Orleans out right now. I don't even really want to talk about that game because I don't care about it. If you don't have ESPN, I mean, you could probably just find the box score. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, rot gut whiskey. There's no other way that you can check your fantasy lineup than with rot gut whiskey. If you're checking your lineup without rot gut whiskey, I guess you're not playing fantasy football this season. Jesus. It's killing me. It is absolutely carving me up. I don't even know if I'm in first place anymore. I have a first place football team. And I don't know for a fact if I am actually still in first place. Let me just look because I need this sense of satisfaction. I can tell you about it. Nope, I am not. No, as a matter of fact, league, this league, well, is this the league? This is the league I'm in second place. I hope this isn't the league that I was formerly first place. No, that's not it. Yeah, I must have, well, is this the one? No, I must have fucked myself right out a window. So apparently it literally doesn't matter what I do. I mean, no, okay, no, I'm still good. Okay, one of my leagues I moved up. Here I am thinking I moved down to second, and I moved up from, I don't know, fourth or fifth to second. I still am in first place. See, this is the problem I have with fantasy football. I could literally have what I thought was the most well-researched draft. All the sleepers, all the rookies, everything is like I just inundated my brain with fantasy football. everything is perfect. I've asked everybody I know. I got who's your sleeper, who's your guy, who's this. Like let me just inundate myself with expert advice and opinion, and somehow, some way, fantasy football, like even the most researched move I do, will not pan out. And I don't understand this. Like I'm better off just like haphazardly, like, oh, I auto drafted, or I don't know what the fuck happened to my team. I didn't even set my lineup the whole season, and somehow I'm in first place. That's honestly the kind of thing that's the only I don't understand when I win. When I win, it's because I didn't know. The harder I try to win, the worse I do. I mean, probably these teams that I'm in first and second in, those are probably my most neglected teams. I hate to say that, but it's actually probably true. I probably just sort of like let them do their thing. I'm 8-2, 8-2 in this league. Okay, Hall of Fame hopeful. Thank you. That's nice, Yahoo. Yeah. I'm not even going to go into this team. This team's sick. I've just been picking up kickers and defenses every week. I didn't even draft one. Yahoo seems to like that when you don't do that. They'll give you like you had the best draft award. Yay! Because you didn't draft a kicker or defense when other people were like, I don't know. Joe's League. All right, let's go to Joe's League. Let's talk about this. I wish somebody was here to tell me. I'm barely here. It's not working on his phone. I can see Bronson. Bronson is here. Hey, buddy. Thank you, Bronson. Thanks for watching. You know what? I instantly feel like 5 times better. Not like 1,000, but 5. I feel like 5 times better that Bronson is here. I don't know why. Obviously, he doesn't offer much safety. It's not like it's Hazy, the enforcer of FSAA. But having Bronson around, at least I'm talking to someone. And, of course, this chat feature won't do a goddamn thing for me. Oh, for the love of Christ. Seriously? This live streaming, the only reason I needed Ryan tonight for a live stream, the only goddamn reason I need Ryan for any goddamn night, motherfucker, this is what I'm saying, Ryan. I need your extra set of eyes. So you can chat, and I can't chat. I can't chat while I'm trying to talk to people. Oh, yeah. Wait, Bronson's going to use a gun. Sweet. Sweet. What's up, Bronson? Glad you can hear it. Glad you're watching. I don't know what we're going to do tonight. That's a tragic live stream. Again, update for anybody who may have just joined. Bronson, anybody else? This will probably be the worst live stream we ever do because I'm in charge of it. Ryan is line dancing some country western shit. And, line dancing's all fine and dandy, but not when you got a fucking scheduled live stream. Like, where'd it go? Oh. All right. I started the broadcast. This was full. Now we're down to this little like golden layer here. This is the night window. This is where I go when I'm really broadcasting. I'm going to go there, Ryan. All right. Oh, yes. Bronson's asking if I've had any word from Chad. Bronson and Ryan and I were involved in some sort of 3-way trade scenario. We were wondering, should Bronson trade Michael Carter-Williams, MCW, for one of our first picks? And Ryan offered his first pick. I wasn't part of the discussion initially. But then I said, well, I'd put a first pick on MCW. And I probably would. But Ryan then pulled his offer off the table within 24 hours. He said, no, you can't have my first pick after 24 hours if you're going to talk to Tom. And in 24 hours, I was supposed to talk to another manager. Again, let's go back to the clone teams. Tom always has the same team in every dynasty league. It's insanity, but that's how I build them, and that's how I just whatever. That's what I do. Chad, some European guy, I think, he has not responded to my inquiries about whether or not he would trade Michael Carter-Williams for a draft pick or anything. So I have no actual answer to that trade, Bronson. I could not get an answer from Chad. Chad won't even reply. Chad's a great manager, and he's a pretty good commish. I'm in his other, like, 7th-year Dynasty League. I just joined last year, but I'm trying to take this team from, like, nothing to first. And I'm not going to even take time for a rebuild. I'm kind of skipping my rebuild process, which is not like me, but this league just doesn't seem conducive to a rebuild. It's more of a take over a team and try to win now. I suggested Chad's got this weird setup in his leagues where it's not commish veto for the trades. And this is a dynasty league. In every league I've played that's really good, the commish has veto power on trades. This whole public votes thing, that's for public leagues. And honestly, nobody gives a goddamn shit in a dynasty league. Like, as long as there's not obviously out-and-out collusion, whose job is it to police trade return and to say, oh, you didn't get enough in a trade or whatever? Like, whatever. Chad has like a 4-day trade veto, and it's public vote. So last Saturday night, I offered my 2nd-round pick for Tyson Chandler, and it's a 14-team Roto Dynasty. My 2nd-round pick, because it's a non-snake draft, will be kind of later 2nd-round pick, but Thursday is when this trade clears. Thursday. And the trade was accepted Saturday night. So Chad's running a real slow league, I guess. And I guess that's why Chad's so slow to respond. Anyways, Bronson's getting sad. Don't get sad. Don't get sad, buddy. I actually still kind of want MCW. I like MCW for my team. I think he's got room to grow. He could get better. His percentages, as much as I'm preaching the Roto team on, like all of our videos and well-rounded players, this and that, Carter Williams, as far as young players goes, his percentages are low, but they're not entirely unserviceable. If you build the right team around him and things break his way, also he matures. Like, I actually kind of like Michael Carter-Williams in a dynasty scenario, probably more than I do in a year-to-year scenario, but I mean, I want him. I can't. Bronson, I hate to say this, and this is probably going to sound nutso, crazy, insano. Ooh, who's this chicken? Oh, sorry. Carter Williams, I like. Don't know if I can do a double trade. I'll try. I do have interest, though. I mean, double trades is always my weakness. I have to have the same team in both leagues, especially with a player like Carter Williams. There's a red light, and I'm not angry. Oh, it's Ryan's Guinness commercial. Ryan likes his Guinness beer, and he likes his IPAs and the Nitro IPA. Let me just stop and remind everybody for 1 second. Ryan is line dancing tonight. He left me alone in the darkness just for this, so I could say, eat a bag of dicks, Ryan. That's what I have to say to Ryan tonight, line dancing. Okay, Bronson asked if I liked his video suggestion. Bronson, what was your video suggestion, dude? Join the thing so I can chat with you, so we can have some interactive shit. And he wants me to try harder. Look, man, I'm old and I'm divorced. Old divorced people don't try very hard anymore. I mean, you're, 17 plus years younger than me or so. You'll learn this eventually. After your first divorce, post 30, essentially, especially, I don't know, you'll find out getting old sucks, especially when you're divorced and old and 17-year-olds are telling you to try harder. I'm doing the best I can, man. Who is it? Who? Dave's not here. Ryan's not here. God damn it. God damn you, Ryan. I'm going to type this in the chat. God damn you, Ryan. Because Ryan left me high and dry trying to carry a live broadcast. Who knows how long this will go? You know what I'm going to do right now? Bronson, if you're still watching, and it doesn't look like you are, that's too bad. I mean, again, East Coast, kid's got to go do his homework or go to bed. I just feel like he doesn't plan on getting divorced. Hey, wait a minute. Bronson, you don't plan on getting divorced? Newsflash, homie. Neither did I. Nobody goddamn plans on getting divorced. All right? Honestly, I wouldn't have even gotten married to this fucking bitch if there was an inkling in my stupid head coming from divorced parents, myself, that we would ever end up divorced. I thought this was like money, not actual physical cash money, but like, there's no way I could fuck this relationship up, right? We've been together 15 years. No. Divorce still happens. A woman possibly might still rip your heart out. Or worse yet, accidentally. And this is what you got to hope for, is you possibly accidentally rip her heart out. I didn't do that, but it's better than the alternative. If she rips your heart out, you get divorced, you didn't plan on it, and you're just fucked right out the fucking window. All right? That's just how it happens. I don't know what else to say. Sorry. Don't. All right. They say the only safe sex is abstinence, right? Oh, that's cute. That's a nice sentiment. That's very nice. The only safe marriage is non-marriage in the same sense. Roll the fucking dice, man. See what happens. Shit happens. Shit fucking happens. Nobody plans it. You can't fight it when it happens. It just happens. It's like Joe. We thought Joe was dead. We thought Joe Meyer, the guy from our dynasty leagues and other leagues, we thought Joe was gone after 6, 8 years, whatever. All of a sudden he was gone. Well, what happened? What happened to Joe? Was he trafficking heroin? Did he die in a traffic accident? We're trying to find a million Joes in New York. Joe actually was on a cruise in Mexico for 3 years. No, it was actually like 3 months, but it was one hell of a cruise. But the point is, things happen. Things just like, you don't plan anything. Joe, if he had planned doing what he did, probably would have set his lineups and still beat Ryan in my league. And if Joe hadn't lost last year, 4-time champion, he would have had a 4-peat. Joe won the first 2 years of my league, baseball. I don't remember who won last year. It doesn't matter. They're probably Ryan. Actually, no, it wasn't Ryan. So I don't know. Fuck Ryan for not winning. But so Fridays and Saturdays are better for Bronson. Yes, Joe is the guy who will not give you Kyrie. And here's why Joe will not give you Kyrie. Joe, being an East Coast guy, being a New York guy, Joe is a Duke fan. And I gave Joe Kyrie last year. I made the mistake in this particular dynasty league 3 years ago I thought I was getting cute, trying to do my clone teams thing in Ryan's league, which wasn't Ryan's league. It was another dude's league, European guy, Caius. I thought I had a trade for Kyrie, double Kyrie, and then I would just draft Kyrie first overall in the first year of redrafting my dynasty league. And I would do like Kyrie, Boogie, and Unibrow, something like that, somewhere in my first 3 picks. Didn't work out like that. But I traded Kyrie last year to get Kawhi Leonard in my league. Kawhi Leonard got me a first-round pick. I'm back. Daryl Leong, the guy in my dynasty league, he set the price. He set the number for what a first-round pick costs in these dynasty leagues. Kawhi Leonard, no sick bastard on the planet would give up Kawhi Leonard for the rights to what eventually became one of the top rookies here last year again. But because I have my clone team sickness and I have so many picks in first rounds and I'm used to rebuilding teams, I gave up Kawhi Leonard to get second pick overall. Nobody does that. That's insanity. It's insanity. So, oh, Jake, Smack's here. All right, Smack's here. What's up? Howdy, Smack. Hey, Jake. I'm actually glad that Jake is here. Jake, if you're actually watching this, buddy, we need you back on this channel. You did not deliver what we wanted from you when we wanted you to call out EDP, the Phillies or the Eagles fan. Jake, though, buddy, you got to come back and you got to be here when we're going live. You got to be here when we're yelling at these fucking Eagles fans. Woo! All right, Smack in the house. All right, if there's a motherfucker on this planet that can talk some shit and start some shit, it's Jake Smack, okay? That's what we call him. This is the Smack Talk. He lays it down. Smack. Yeah, all right. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. All right. Yes. All right, so Smack's here. I'm live. Ryan's fucking line dancing. Jake, get this. Ryan is out doing some fucking country western motherfucking bullshit. Line dancing and shit. Line dancing. So I'm like, dude, this motherfucker ain't even drinking Prairie Fire, but he's out there line dancing. He won't do a shot of tequila with Tabasco in it, but he's going to line dance right now. I hope he breaks a leg. And that's like a good luck euphemism for people dancing. No. Go break your fucking leg, Ryan. Ass clown, motherfuck, shit ass hat. Fuck you, Ryan. I'm going to say that all night. That's all I can. Just because Ryan left me to carry. All right, dude. Yes, them birds. All right. Smack's asking the question. This is the football question. All right. So you had a fantasy football quarterback this year, right? You probably like, oh, I'm drafting so-and-so. Maybe you're drafting Andrew Luck early, or like we did in that Writers League, the Experts League. We thought we were cute drafting Russell Wilson, the guy that everybody should have drafted, or not even, maybe not even drafted. I mean, Carson Palmer, Cardinals, Bird Gang. Yeah, let's go Big Red. All right, that's Sunday Night Football shit last fucking Sunday. Slamming the Seahawks at home. Oh, right up your ass, Pete Carroll. Fuck you. It was great. And, all right, Jake says real men dance, but you know what? Ain't going to be no fucking dancing next Sunday. You know why there's not going to be any dancing next Sunday? Because we got to take out fucking Big Red. All right, we got to take out the Red Rider. the Red Rifle, the Red Ryder BB gun. I don't give a fuck who it is. It's Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's having a Carson Palmer type season. Next week's a good match. Like next week might actually be probably the test of the season for the Cardinals, if you ask me. And nobody asked me, and I'm probably not even advised or allowed to pontificate on this subject in terms of football or Cardinals or whatever. Andy Dalton, Carson Palmer, next Sunday. Watch it late at night if you're on the East Coast. Just that shit, Bird Gang. We're going to fuck some Tigers up. Yeah. Bird Gang, baby. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. It's going to happen. And sadly, all right, so here's the sad shit. I have no Carson Palmer in any league. Most of the leagues I drafted, I would say he went undrafted. Carson Palmer is kind of a free agent pickup for most teams, most leagues. He's been great. But, wait. You get the rot gut, the Wixie. A little shout out, a little shot here for Carson Palmer and the fantasy quarterbacking he's done. Some of us drafted an early Russell Wilson. Some of us drafted an early Andrew Luck. Some of us drafted, well, I don't know. Some of us, though, those of us who didn't draft a quarterback early and ended up with like a Carson Palmer free agent pickup. Yeah. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. It's not a bad sign. It's a great sign. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rock Gut, Dangeroso whiskey. Because that was a Dangeroso pickup, a free agent ad. You got Carson Palmer. Yes. All right, so we got Jake in the live chat here. Jake brings up a very valid point, and this is a point we have espoused multiple times over. If there is a league that you have to win, I don't care what sport it is, if you have to win any goddamn league, you win your work league. Because your work league is smack talk. Your work league is where you obviously work, and it's where your day-to-day activities are. If you're the guy in the office who, like, cleaned up fantasy football, fantasy whatever it is, yes. Jake just happened to take his boss to town. There is literally no better feeling, as Jake says, and I can attest to, than taking your boss to school in fantasy football. It's like the bus just pulled up, and boss is getting on the bus. You drive the bus and take their ass to fantasy football school. Sorry about that. It's the Rot Gut. Bare Essentials. Is that what it says? No, it says Rare Reserve. It says Rot Gut. It says Acme Company, like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Acme Whiskey. That's what I'm having. Yes, sir. Yeah. But yes, Jake and Ryan are both driving the fantasy sports bus in the office pool. Congratulations to them. I don't have an office pool where I work. There is no office pool. There is no fantasy sports. So yeah, and what that means is that Ryan and I don't have an office pool because that's where I work. However, when you beat your boss, luckily Ryan's not my boss because I would beat his ass all the time. Or he would beat my ass, and then there would be fisticuffs on set. And oh, wait, this is reminding me of when we did the No movie. All right, people had specific jobs in different departments, but we were the specific people in different departments and different jobs. And every so often, somebody would get fired. And Ryan, you're fired for not broadcasting fantasy sports tonight. You are out line dancing in Scottsdale, probably a mile from my house. You ain't going to stop in here. You ain't going to hang out, smoke a bowl, drink some beer, whatever. You're going to be out there line dancing, not even enjoying it. All the fucking lip service you gave me, like, oh, it'd be better to live stream than live line dance, and I just don't know when I'm going to. You knew you were going line dancing, you shit sipper. Son of a bitch. Just man up and own it. Be like, I'm dancing tonight, fool. I'd be like, okay, you dancing tonight. That's fine. No. He won't even say he's dancing. Well, there might be a thing, and maybe Grace will want me to go. And it's not how it works, buddy. It's not how it works. The world is fired for not joining this live meeting. I'm happy with the peeps we have, though. We got a little Jake. We got a little Bronson. I think Bronson pieced out. Bronson's East Coast. He goes to bed early. Yeah, Ryan probably wanted to go. Maybe he wanted to go, but Ryan could have at least been like, no, I ain't going to go. Or he could have said, hey, Tom, I'm going, instead of jerking me around. Like, Ryan, if you see this later, just trying to give it enough. Asshole. Yeah. So I saw the other day that the X-Files is coming back. And X-Files. And I'm wondering if maybe the X-Files can explain, maybe Mulder and Scully can figure out what the fuck is going on with my fantasy football teams. I mean, I'm still perseverating on this. Every goddamn educated decision I've made, it just goes to shit. I mean, literally, I'm like, anything I like throw out there works, but anything I think about sucks. I don't know what that is about fantasy football. Fantasy football is just, it's just a harsh, sad mistress. All right, so Smack is saying Fallout 4. He was in a Fallout 4 sesh. Ryan's been playing the Fallout 4. I'm not you know what's ironic? I remember Fallout. I remember the original Fallout as a PC game way back, what was it, 97, 98 or something? I didn't play it, but I remember it. And I guess I didn't know, apparently, until Ryan got me all fucked up over, like, Fallout 4, like, check it out. I didn't know that original PC Fallout. I mean, I did, but I didn't, because I didn't remember the original. I didn't play it. When I was playing PC games in 97, 98, it was like Warcraft and Quake and Doom and Civilization and maybe, well, I don't know. It was just old PC shit. I didn't even have I didn't get a console gaming system until I was in my mid-20s, but yeah, this Fallout Ryan's talking about. Yes, it was top-down. It was top-down style, like Jake's mentioning. Original Fallout was top-down style. It actually looked like Diablo. Reminded me of Diablo when I saw it, except it was different shit. Diablo was cool because, it was really like evil and like El Diablo. And as a unrepentant Satan worshiper in my early teens and late teens, Diablo was obviously the game to play, not Fallout. But yes, there are. Oh wow! All right, so Jake's also got some Star Wars Battlefront. I don't know why we're talking games, but all right. So fantasy sports, e-games, e-gaming is now part of fantasy sports. We've been bumped out of the whole FanDuel DraftKings thing because of where we live in Arizona, and addresses in New York are also now bumped. But as a fantasy sports player, you can bet, I guess, gambling, whatever. You could play e-games. It's probably not long until there's fantasy, but for e-games, I mean, it's the same sort of thing. You pick a guy who's really good at whatever, video game, and he's in a video game league, and maybe that guy kicks some other guy's ass, and you got lucky with the e-games thing. But DraftKings, FanDuel, they got that now. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, Madden. I would put money on Madden. I think Ryan and our buddy here. All right, so Jake Smack and Ryan, they've both played a lot of Madden in their time, and I mean, none of them have ever entered a e-gaming competition or contest. But I would still like to think that Jake and Ryan and some Madden, they'd match up interestingly. We've known some good video game players in our day. So, I mean, I don't know. I've never tried paid e-gaming, obviously. I've never tried any kind of e-game, fantasy, whatever. I play video games. I'm not about to go play some daily video gaming esports. That's just me, though. I'm probably a little bit old-fashioned. All right, so Madden Online, amazing. Owner, GM, and player, yes. That, for our purposes, I mean, that's like what we're doing. I mean, so it's funny, like our buddy Jake here that's hanging out chatting right now, Jake doesn't play fantasy sports. Jake, he's a very, very fevered, passionate football fan, big Cardinals fan. He is not a fantasy football fan, which is cool, though, because he's almost unbiased in a way that we are biased by as fantasy players. So, his advice, I think I prefer his advice. Oh, wait, no, Jake's saying now he does. All right, so Jake's got a football team now. All right. So now you're playing? All right. Ryan didn't know this. I didn't know this. But Jake is now in the fantasy world, which is good. But see, Jake ain't asking our advice. It's because Jake knows his football. We barely know our football. We got to be asking Jake's advice. Jake, tell me, what am I doing wrong? Oh, he's been playing for a while. All right. Well, how did we not? Ryan did not advertise this properly. Ryan made it seem as if, and I don't give a shit, whatever. Ryan made it seem like Jake wasn't going to play no fantasy sports. I trusted his fantasy knowledge. I trusted his football knowledge to translate to fantasy. Ryan's like, no. Yeah, I am drunk, Jake. Yes. I am not on drink, but I could be. Actually, no, I'm not even going to ask that. I'm not going to ask you if I should go drink some promethazine. You'd be like, yeah, you should. I am not going to go do drink. I am drunk. Clear this fucking rot gut shit out. Woo, nothing left. That's how I started the show. And, yeah, I don't know. All right, so seriously, though. Football. Why is it, Jake, since you can type in chat, why is it that, the more research I do, the more I try to, follow the sport, the more involved, the more in tune, the more, educated I try to become, I can't. The worse I do. The more I learn, the worse I do. What is that? I've never been able to understand this. I know basketball, It's no, this is yes. I don't know what this was that I was enjoying, this fine tobacco. It's something. Some sort of OG or Kush or I don't know what the fuck. Uh yeah, I know simple is more. I know simple is more. The less I do, the better I do. Why is that though? Like I outguess myself, I out pick myself, I out roster move myself. If I did nothing to my team all season, somehow it's better than the team that I've paid the closest attention to. I don't understand that. Football, the like I have won reliably every other fantasy sport. Ryan has reliably won every other fantasy sport. I think most people could reliably win any other fantasy sport, but something about football is so unique and so different. Maybe I'm loco, but like just the worse I do, I don't understand. The teams I'm doing well in are the teams I've paid the least amount of attention to. The teams I care the most about, somehow like every pick blew up, guys got injured, so there's a lot of luck involved. But it's tragic when your shit seems like it's going well, and then just mushroom clouds. Mushroom clouds, like, yes, I had the best draft. No, you did not have the best draft. Oh no. Our buddy Bronson almost had a heart attack. Okay, so just win, baby. All right. So Jake's saying just win, baby. And too much of being a strategist causes the whole like overthinking thing. And I'll agree to that. I will agree to that, but I mean, when our job is to think football and think basketball and think fantasy sports, we try to give these people information. We try to help everybody. We try to talk about like what's the smartest thing to do. And then the smartest thing to do is do nothing. That's not an answer. I mean, there's no reason on the planet, and even a guy I didn't like, there's no reason though that Eddie Lacy should matter dick in fantasy football this season. Why is that? What happened? I mean, he's not a safe pick. He wasn't a sexy pick. He was just a pick. He was a first-round pick. Eddie Lacy is a good example of the type of luck I have playing fantasy football, or the type of shit we happen to run into in our writers leagues, our experts leagues, whatever. Eddie Lacy just like comes off the bench suddenly. What happened? What changed? What thinking did that? Do you know what I mean? I mean, what of my picking a player? What of my like, getting a late lucky running back early in the first, or late in the first round or something, whatever. Really, he just matters nothing now. Like, what about football encourages that? The guy's not even injured. He just has no place in his offense now. What the fuck is that? The fuck is suddenly having no place in your offense? It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got? Sunday Night Football. Sherman jumped the route, going to Jerron Brown. Tips it up in the air. He's about to get an interception. Jerron Brown snatches it out of the air. Yes, he did. I think we're getting more here. Yes. Okay. Whoa. I missed a bunch. Wait, did I? I don't know what's going on. Okay. Before Sherman can get it. Yes. So this is the luck element. But the luck element, I mean, you got to be there to make the play, which is some skill. But the whole luck element kicks my ass. I mean, of all the bad luck and all the fantasy sports, fantasy football. It's going down smooth. Yeah, so smooth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Ooh, baby. This is what Ryan's missing out on. He could have been talking about a draft or Lord knows what right now. Luck is in a lot of things. Stock market, poker, fantasy sports. Yes, it is. That is very true. And that's actually, all right, so that brings up a quick point real quick, Jake. I'm sure Jake has heard about New York and their recent change in daily fantasy sports laws, the DraftKings, the FanDuel shit. Their state attorney general just came out and blocked FanDuel and DraftKings and said it was illegal gambling when the United States government, I don't know, back in like 98, federally decided that fantasy sports is a game of skill, not a game of luck or a game of chance. No, that whiskey. It's fighting me. But a game of skill. So, a game of skill, which can be played by anybody, online, anytime, anywhere, any day, for money, regardless. Ryan just started sampling the fantasy sports, the daily fantasy sports, the money fantasy sports. I wanted to play it. I didn't get even that chance. Our alternate addresses were in New York, and then since that changed, in New York, we can no longer play illegally, legally, or otherwise. But uh-oh. All right, so our buddy Bronson's having a rough night. We're gonna have to check in on him, make sure he's okay. Yes, but this New York situation with the daily fantasy sports, illegal gambling, it's a game of skill. There is luck involved. But Jake, as a poker player, you know yourself, yes, luck is involved, but poker, probably of all forms of gambling in casino gaming, poker probably has the most personal influence. Like, again, the skill aspect, right? There's more skill than luck. And there's luck no matter what, but your skill is probably, in any given situation, the overriding variable, the overriding factor. And I think that plays in with fantasy sports. Again, your skill of knowing what to pick, play, wherever, whenever, that works in with the luck. And I don't know. F the Fed. Yes, F the Fed. Well, the federal government did say that fantasy sports is legal. It's the local governments like our own in Arizona that says we can't play. I just wish we could play some daily fantasy. I mean, I don't know how long we're gonna have to go where we can't play it. Not fair. It's not right. I just want to put $5 down. I just want to put $2 down. I just want to put $1 down. $1. I can't spend $1 of my income on a game of fantasy sports, picking lineups on like Thursday Night Football. The government can tell me I can't do that. Why? I mean, I know we come from a libertarian sort of state, and we need a lot of freedom here in Arizona, but this whole yikes. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so all right, real quick here. Danny, our buddy Bronson. Yikes. All right, so Bronson had a little scare with some pets. Stripes, his buddy, it's a good cat. He was through many auction drafts with us. Bronson's good cat, Stripes. But I don't know how many auction drafts we had to do, but or mock drafts, just all these side drafts. Stripes is there like a soldier, and it's like Stripes got a little jacked up. Maybe Bronson got a little jacked up. Dogs are getting crazy. Hopefully everybody's okay. And we're definitely sending our best out. I'm doing that on Twitter right now. Sorry. We're going to send our best. We don't have much, but it's our best. Especially for a guy like Bronson. Really, I mean, sorry, I'm just taking a minute. Take a minute. Tweet to Bronson. Yes. Okay. So, shit happens. Life happens when you play fantasy sports. And it's not always pretty. It's not always fun. But, I mean, when you're part of the Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous community, the FSAA community, we look out for our own. We look out for our guys. We look out for everybody. And some of us end up in hospitals with nosebleeds. Some of us are chasing dogs and cats. Some of us live in New York and yell at the Mets. I mean, that's FSAA for you. But it's a good community. It's something you want to be a part of if you play fantasy sports. It's never perfect, but it's always fun. I really don't know what else to say other than that. It's never perfect, but it's always fun. Hopefully now that this all right, there we go. All right. Thunder beat out the Pelicans 110 to 103. And I am hoping I actually didn't check the lineups. I didn't check the schedule. I didn't check any shit. I am hoping, as I fiddle with the remote here, Suns possibly are the next national game. The local cable channel doesn't seem to indicate one way or another, but ESPN, hopefully. I don't even know. Whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, let's watch some Suns, everybody. Coming up next. Let's watch some Suns. I would do a oh god. All right, somebody's mind was blown from this week's South Park. That's great. And Bronson's alive. I'm glad Bronson's alive. Glad Bronson's watching. I will probably wrap this live stream up just because there's not much going on. I guess we're watching Rockets, Trailblazers highlights. We all knew Damian Lillard could hit threes. Okay, there's some Harden action with another wild three. I don't know why I'm replaying replay for y'all, but there we go. There's Jalen Rose. He's got a big old smile on his face as always. Jalen Rose, very happy guy. He's got a lot of enthusiasm. I like Jalen Rose. Okay, now we're talking. We're talking about James Harden and this missed three-point. Things are coming out of me. Yes. All right. Yes, this game was great. Yay. All right, replays. Honestly, though, hopefully in the next week or so, we'll find out how long it's going to take to get the camera that we use for our normal videos repaired, serviced, whatever. It's got to go back to Japan, go to Nikon. Again, hopefully it doesn't take forever. Fingers crossed. But if it does, we'll use probably a GoPro or just do some more live shit. And honestly, hopefully Ryan, fucker, ass, clown, shit, hat, motherfucker, Ryan joins me next time for the next live stream, so I'm not carrying it solo in a dark room with nothing to talk about. I really have done my best to like make it up as I go along. I hope this doesn't suck. Yeah, I'm sure it does. But I want to watch some Suns now. Suns are on. It's Suns time. Hopefully. There we go. Yep. So we got Tom Chambers. He's talking about the Suns, warming it up. Got Suns pregame. Woo! I'm excited for that. I do think the Suns are a playoff team this year. I'm going to be watching for that, rooting for that. And Jake is going to go make his tum-tum happy, which is nice. Jake, thanks for joining us. Bronson, thanks for joining us while you could. Hope you're okay. Hope your cat's okay, especially Stripes. Motherfucker got us through a lot of important drafts. Thank you, Stripes. Hang in there, buddy. And, yeah, Suns time. So I'm going to close the Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer. Fantasy gods, just grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineup, courage to add drop aggressively, the wisdom, as always, to make good trades. All right. Hopefully the next live stream we do is better. Hopefully we update our website soon, fantasysportsaddicts.com. And we're always on Twitter. That's if there's one goddamn place that's safe from stupidity, it's Twitter. We're always there. It's always safe. At letter F, letter S, the word double, letter A, at FS, double A. Thank you for watching this goddamn dog shit live stream while I drank terrible whiskey and ruined my liver. And Ryan line danced. We're not sure who the real cowboy is. But it ain't him. All right. Send us some questions. We'll answer them for you. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for watching if you did. You're brave.